frozen guardians, Arctic foxes and their Arctic domain. In the icy expanse of the Arctic tundra, where winter reigns supreme and the land is cloaked in a blanket of snow, the Arctic fox, Vulpes lagopus, roams as a master of adaptation and survival. In this unforgiving landscape, where temperatures plummet to bone-chilling lows and resources are scarce, the Arctic fox thrives, embodying the resilience and ingenuity of life in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Habitat. The Arctic fox is a denizen of the Arctic regions of North America, Europe, and Asia, including Greenland, Iceland, Scandinavia, Russia, Canada, and Alaska. It navigates the vast expanses of frozen tundra and windswept plains, carving out a niche in this frigid realm. Physical adaptations. To withstand the extreme cold of its habitat, the Arctic fox is equipped with a remarkable arsenal of adaptations. Its most iconic feature is its thick, dense fur coat, which serves as a barrier against the biting cold. This fur is not just a single layer. It consists of a double-layered coat with a dense undercoat providing insulation and a longer, water-repellent outer coat shielding the fox from moisture. Even its foot pads are covered in fur, preventing heat loss and providing traction on icy terrain. Seasonal camouflage. Perhaps one of the most striking features of the Arctic fox is its ability to change fur color with the seasons. In the winter months, its coat transforms into a pristine white, allowing it to blend seamlessly into the snow-covered landscape and evade detection by predators such as polar bears and wolves. Come summertime, its fur shifts to a brown or gray hue, providing camouflage against the rocky tundra and sparse vegetation. Size and appearance. Despite its small stature compared to other fox species, the Arctic fox is a master of efficiency. It typically weighs between 6 to 17 pounds and measures around 18 to 27 inches in length, excluding its bushy tail. Its compact size and thick fur help minimize heat loss, enabling it to conserve energy in the harsh Arctic environment. Omnivorous diet. The Arctic fox is a versatile eater, with a diet that reflects the scarcity of resources in its habitat. It preys on small mammals such as lemmings, voles, and ground squirrels, as well as birds, eggs, fish, berries, insects, and carrion. Its diet varies with the seasons, shifting from predominantly carnivorous in the winter months when prey is scarce to more omnivorous in the summer when food sources are more abundant. Reproductive behavior. Like many Arctic animals, the Arctic fox exhibits remarkable adaptations for reproduction in the harsh environment of the tundra. During the breeding season, which typically occurs in late winter or early spring, Arctic foxes form monogamous pairs that mate for life. After a gestation period of about 50 to 60 days, females give birth to litters of 5 to 10 pups, usually in underground dens dug into the snow or permafrost. Parental care. Both parents play active roles in caring for their young, with the male providing food for the female and pups during the breeding season. The pups are born blind and helpless but grow rapidly under the attentive care of their parents. They remain in the den for several weeks before venturing outside to explore their surroundings. Survival strategies. The Arctic fox has evolved a suite of behavioral and physiological adaptations to cope with the challenges of its environment. It is a skilled hunter and scavenger, capable of locating food sources even in the most barren landscapes. Its thick fur coat and compact body shape minimize exposure to the cold, while its keen senses of smell and hearing help it detect prey and avoid predators. Social structure. While Arctic foxes are generally solitary animals, they may form loose family groups consisting of a breeding pair and their offspring. These family units provide additional protection and support for the young, enhancing their chances of survival in the harsh Arctic environment. Predator-prey dynamics. Despite its formidable adaptations, the Arctic fox is not without its predators. Larger carnivores such as polar bears, wolves, and birds of prey pose a threat to its survival. To evade detection, the Arctic fox relies on its agility, intelligence, and camouflage to outwit its foes and escape harm. Longevity and lifespan. In the wild, Arctic foxes typically live for 3 to 6 years, although some individuals have been known to live up to 10 years. In captivity, they may live longer, with lifespans of up to 14 years. Conservation status. The Arctic fox is classified as a species of least concern by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, indicating that it is not currently at risk of extinction. However, some populations are facing threats from habitat loss, climate change, and human activities such as hunting and trapping. Cultural significance. For centuries, the Arctic fox has played a central role in the culture and mythology of indigenous Arctic peoples. Revered for its resilience and adaptability, it features prominently in Inuit folklore, symbolizing cunning, survival, and the harsh beauty of the Arctic landscape. Ecological role. As a top predator in the Arctic ecosystem, the Arctic fox plays a crucial role in regulating prey populations and maintaining ecological balance. Its hunting and scavenging activities help control the populations of small mammals and birds, preventing overgrazing and habitat degradation. Adaptation to climate change. In recent years, Arctic fox populations have faced increasing pressure from climate change, which is altering their habitat and food sources. As temperatures rise and sea ice melts, Arctic foxes are forced to adapt to changing conditions or risk extinction in some regions. In conclusion, the Arctic fox is a remarkable species with a suite of adaptations that enable it to thrive in one of the